Well, hello, everyone. I am finally getting on to talk about something that has been on my heart and mind for a while. I have wanted to do this video many times and have started many videos, and it just didn't feel like the time was right. And maybe that's because I needed to continue to be thoughtful and prayerful about my response. Now, you may have guessed it. We are talking today about unverified allegations against a man that many of us, including myself, Bishop T.D. Jakes, greatly admire and respect. This is not an easy conversation to have, but it is one that we must have. As this has rippled through our community, I think it's time to have a balanced and thoughtful conversation. Now, one of the reasons that I greatly admire Bishop T.D. Jakes is because he is, in my mind, more than a spiritual leader. He has made contributions in so many different spaces. As a lifelong learner, I appreciate his contributions in education. As an entrepreneur, I appreciate his business mind and how he has helped me and others grow as business leaders. And then I also appreciate all of the work that he does around social justice. So yes, he's a dynamic preacher and teacher, but his outreach and how he's made a difference literally around the world has made a difference for me and many others. His work has just transcended the pulpit. So as a person that really loves ministry and business, he is someone that I look up to. Yet faced with these unverified allegations, it brings us to a space where I believe we've got to talk about what is our collective response as a community and how do we move forward. Now, Bishop Jakes and his team have stood firm in their commitment to focus on what really matters from their point of view. So Bishop Jakes has said that he's not going to use the pulpit to address a lie. And that makes sense, right? When I think about Jesus and his naysayers, he didn't spend a lot of time or energy addressing them. He stayed focused on the work that he was called to do. I do believe, though, that we still need to have a conversation about what it means to be a beacon in today's society. And so from my point of view, a beacon is like a lighthouse. It's someone that is steadfast and resolute that guides us through the difficult situations that we encounter in life. So a beacon is a source of light, of guidance, and of hope. And they play a vital role in our lives, helping to illuminate paths, offer wisdom, and shepherd us towards growth and compassion. And I believe that Bishop Jakes has exemplified this. He's done this in his work, guiding myself and countless others. The reality is that these allegations still cast a shadow, and they challenge us to really think about the responsibilities of a beacon. When I think about responsibilities, I do think about preaching and teaching and leading and guiding, but I also think about helping us to navigate life. Right? So being the embodiment of integrity, moral conduct, and an unwavering commitment to the values that we hold dear is really important. And that's because it's not about personal glorification. It's not about, look at me. It's about guiding others and inspiring them to come together in unity and to literally be the change that we want to see in the world. So the integrity of a beacon is just as important as the work that they do. So that means that when it is a challenging time like now, a commitment to transparency and accountability is really important. And how that beacon responds is either going to fortify or fracture the trust within the community. So it puts us in a place where we have to really operate with wisdom and discernment. So what is going to be our guiding points as we move forward? I believe it's twofold. It's integrity and empathy. So we need to seek truth and justice. We've got to ensure that our actions and judgments are guided by fairness and that we are respecting, from an empathy standpoint, we're respecting the feelings of all involved. And we're talking with everyone involved in this situation from a place of compassion. Now, this is not easy at all. It requires us to look beyond the surface and to seek understanding and ensure that our pursuit of truth contributes to healing and unity. I believe that we must stand together in our commitment to uncover the truth. We must support a fair and transparent process, and we must respect all that are involved. It also challenges us to examine how we can ensure that our admiration for leadership does not silence voices that need to be heard, and how we create a space where the legacy of leaders and the dignity of all individuals are both honored and protected. These are not just discussions from my view, they are beacons as well, light posts that are guiding us towards a deeper understanding and more profound commitment to our shared values. So as we approach these topics, I believe that it's important for us to operate from a standpoint of grace and understanding. Our strength is in our unity, empathy, and faith as we navigate complex situations like these. This is an opportunity to demonstrate the strength of our community. Our collective support and shared values are our greatest assets in times like these. So I've said a lot, but I want to invite you to share as well. This is an invitation for you to not just listen, but to participate, to share and enrich this conversation with your perspective and insights. So I'd love to hear in the comments, what does the concept of a beacon in our community mean to you? And how do you perceive the balance between upholding the legacy of our leaders and ensuring the pursuit of truth and justice? It's not an easy balance to strike. How can we as a community continue to support one another, foster healing, and strengthen our collective values in challenging times like this? Your voice is a crucial part of this dialogue, and your insights, reflections, and experiences will help us grow and navigate these situations with wisdom and unity. I look forward to reading your comments. Let's keep this conversation going and continue to build a community that's strong in faith, united in its purpose, and unwavering in its commitment to integrity, empathy, and compassion. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts